Simpson is going to have to really fight to hold on to this second place.
He is. That's Bishop and Norton still battling it out.
Oh, Simo goes for the inside
That might
of
just
number 9, Dave Cooper.
Yeah, Dave Cooper riding his bike that he bought brand new in 1981, and he's raced it every year since, and he's still racing it. Used to do some, and that's Parker right with Simpson now. I think Simpson's got a probably a must-have.
It's beginning to look that way, isn't he? Number 30, Ian Simpson, hanging on to that second place as he heads for the final lap. He's got one lap to go to try and hold on. Oh, he almost gets taken out by the back marker, but here is Parker now, coming round the outside of Simo. Simpson down the hill. Parker tries to go round the outside. Number 30, number 20, battling for second. Simo tries to hold on bravely, but he's got the back markers. Oh, who's going to get it right going into Druids? Simpson still has the inside line. Parker tries to get through. Simpson holds the inside line.
I know that Ian Simpson's had problems with ignition all weekend to get this bike to run smoothly. It looks to me
as if it's not.
Yeah, I reckon
Ian Simpson, 3 times a TT winner, twice winner of the Ulster Grand Prix, 5 times winner of the Great Northwest 200. And he's still hanging on there. The Scotsman from Dalbeattie, oh, around the outside at Surtees. Parker tries to make a move on him.
I think we'll see Parker squirt past Ian Simpson down his back straight.
What can Simo do about it now? If this bike can just... Oh, and there goes Parker. Really past now. That makes a critical difference in the championship, with Simo dropping to a potential 16 points.
Yeah, Simo quicker in the corners, look. But I don't think he's going to be able to do anything about him. Bishop hasn't given up either.
And this is the leader, Lee Gawley, who would now, James, in those positions, would be just 1 point behind Ian Simpson in the championship, with a single race left at Cadwell Park. And there is 20 versus 30, with Simpson desperately trying to hang on to Parker.
And he's going to have to work hard to hang on to third in this race.
22, Lee Gawley wins the first International Classic Grand Prix UAM Cup to take place here at Brands Hatch on the full Grand Prix circuit. Number 20, Parker is second, Simo in third place, and it looks like it's nothing the brave Scotsman can do about it. Parker heads across the line, a spectacular second place ahead of Ian Simpson third, and just behind them, number 12, Chris Bishop, number 27, Luke Naughton in fifth. And that was a great race that they put on with Glenn English will be, I think, a distant 6th place ahead of number 33, Richard Pearce-Jones. The winner, though, Lee Gawley. Great ride by Lee Gawley. He really has looked a class apart. He won, of course, the first 3 races in at Le Mans in France, at Hengelo in Holland, and at Rijeka on the Croatian coast. They get around these boys, don't they? They travel in their transit vans.
And that's part of the championship. You know, it's part of the old way of getting in your transit van, going off and just setting your little tent up and not having the articulated wagons and not having all the clutter that goes along with modern racing, and just enjoying your racing, working on your own bikes. That, oh, yeah, look at that elbow there, Lee.
I forgot to mention, I'm sorry about this, that Luke Naughton is third in the championship at the moment on 52 points. Richard Pearce-Jones is fourth on 41, or was. Bruno Nubela, a name I really know.
Bruno Knoibler.
Bruno Knoibler.
I've raced against him
great
myself.
Grand Prix racer.
Yeah, I've raced against him in Grand Prix in 125s. He was coming to the end of his career, and I was just starting the 125 career. I've got to also mention that one of the sponsors of the championship is Classic Racer, a British magazine.
So Ian Simpson, I think, will lead this championship on bike number 30 by 1 point going into Cadwell Park. And I don't know whether that's going to be enough.
I don't think it is, but I've got to say, really unlucky for Simo. The bike seemed to slow.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
And Ian Simpson, as I mentioned, twice second in this championship in 2007 and 2008 behind Frenchman Jean-Paul Lecointe. And I've got a feeling he might be knocking up a trio of second places, because Lee Gawley, who was fourth in the championship back in 2008 behind Lecointe, Simpson and Jeff McMullen, and ahead of Luke Naughton and James Clark, looks like he could be the champion this year, because that's 4 race wins out of 5, and the one he didn't win was the one he missed. So Nitro Lee Gawley comes rolling in. He's a very effective racer, isn't he, this 28-plus gentleman?
Yep, he is.
Lee Gawley riding a Yamaha DZ350 with a special Harris frame, owned and sponsored by Graham Verriard, looked after by Graham. Lee Gourlay rode this bike rode at Hengelo last year, and whilst leading, he dropped it at Molenbocht in a huge accident and rather made a mess of it. It's been rebuilt effectively, and he's a man who's won a lot of classic races, a lot of classic championships, and he's just added another one. Yeah. Alongside him there, not on the side he would want to be, Ian Simpson, because it's number 20 who's crept in there, Richard Parker. So let's check the results of this race out. Lee Gourlay takes victory ahead of Richard Parker, with Ian Simpson unluckily losing that second place on the last lap and possibly the championship. Chris Bishop in fourth ahead of Luke Notton, Glenn English sixth, Richard Piers-Jones in seventh, and your pal Jim Agomba in eighth place, ninth Nigel Palmer, and the first Frenchman, Gouin, who has left his fruit and vegetable stall in Paris for the weekend, was there in 10th ahead of Steve Baum, and then Adrian Baker, Steve Clark, Woods, Tabali, Clark, George, Salter, Williams and Wild on a Rotax, rounding out the top 20.
Here with third place finisher Ian Simpson. Ian, two-thirds of that race, probably a bit more. It looked like you were well in control of that second place, but just couldn't hold him off at the end.
Yeah, just should have rode a bit harder, but I didn't, and get Richard beat us fair and square there. So I really enjoyed that. Just had a wee girl a couple of weeks ago, so should be watching at home hopefully.
Fantastic. Maturity's catching up with you at long last. This motorcycle race, now you're not going to give that up, are you? You're going to keep going for a long time yet?
Oh, I don't know. Still enjoy riding bikes, so still enjoy having a wee wobble around.
Fantastic, Ian. Very well done.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Okay, so we'll let Ian get off to the podium. Then our second place finisher, Richard Parker. Well, never say die, eh, Richard? Right up until the end there, you were throwing everything at Simo, and at the end it paid off.
Yeah, that's right. I was going as quick as I could, and then when I saw him in the distance, I thought, wow, I've got a chance of catching him. So I pushed him as hard as I possibly could, and then I managed to catch him and pass him in. I'm really pleased, really pleased.
It was a great ride, very experienced ride from you. Better to come.
Well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, we've had so many mechanical problems this year. I just wanted to get a finish, and I thought the first few laps I'll just get the tyres warm and get into it, and then press on, and then to get a second, I'm really pleased.
Richard, very well done.
Thank you very much indeed. Cheers.
Okay, so we'll let Richard Parker now go off to the podium, and our race winner, Mr. Gourlay. That's your fourth win of the year. Was it your best win of the year?
They're always good wins. Every win you get is a bonus, and yeah, it's just Brands Hatch is one of those wonderful circuits that you just love riding round. And to be fair, we had a good package. The bike were working well, thanks to Graham Very Hard Racing and Dunlop and Morris Oils. It's just been a perfect package for us all weekend, really.
It was a great way for us to start our race card here at Brands Hatch. Thanks very much for providing such great entertainment.
No problem, thank you.
There we go then, Lee Gourlay. We'll let him go off now to the podium. He'll climb up the stairs and taking us through proceedings and a bit of champagne spraying with his Jack Bernicle.
Well, of course, he had to be the pre-race favourite, didn't he, Lee Gourlay, with those that hat-trick of wins at Le Mans, Hengelo, and in Croatia before he wasn't even troubled to go and race at Spa. Oh, what a great hairdo. Who do you think he's supporting? Number 77. Well, that could be Barry Burrell in the Superstock race. The sunshine's still pouring down on us here at Brands Hatch. This is the perfect Kentish weekend. This is what we expect when we come to Brands Hatch on the first weekend of August. And incidentally, we're hoping that the trophies for the International Classic Grand Prix UEM Cup are going to be presented by none other than 15-time world champion, 122-time Grand Prix winner Giacomo Agostini, who was one of the men out on track in the Legends Parade earlier in the day. And I'll tell you what, we'll be bringing you that live as part of our live programme tomorrow, and that is going to be, you want to just see it and hear it, because it is a fantastic assault on the senses. BSA Rocket Star 3s, the 3-cylinder factory MV Augustas, the 4-cylinder factory 250 and 350 Hondas. A fantastic noise and sensation to experience. Third place then, oh, I beg your pardon, we're getting, I think these might be the 250cc guys, and I'm not sure who they are because I don't know who won the 250cc section. What I can tell you is they're all resoundingly older than 28, and they've obviously been around a long time enjoying riding motorcycles. And